I got engaged this summer to my partner of 6 years.
Hell yeah.
And we aren't in a rush to get married, but we're planning for the wedding to happen in like 2026 after she graduates.
Okay.
And she went back to school kind of late. We're like 30 now. And we're in the early phases of planning the wedding, talking about like who to invite, stuff like that. But I don't have many close friends. So in order to have groomsmen, I'd need to invite a certain distant friend to be a groomsman. And that's cool because we get along great. But the reason he's become distant is that his wife really wanted to fuck my fiance.
What?
And it made things hella awkward.
This is awesome.
It all started like a few years ago when we went to a UFC event together, and afterwards at the hotel, she texted me asking if she could come to our room because she wanted to fuck my girlfriend.
Pause this real fast, Eldest.
And
now, for a certain man, this is one of a UFC event.
I mean, we're
watching your girlfriend get fucked by a hot girl. For a certain guy, this is huge.
I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't even know where it's going. Every new detail is like, wow,
I know.
Wow,
let's stay on the ride.
Wow.
But I just want to say, we hear you. There's some guys smashing their keyboard right now, being like, "Why wasn't that me? I want to do this." But let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
You're right.
My girlfriend. And I said no.
Sure.
But she still asked my girl anyways, who also said no, and my girlfriend was kind of creeped out about it.
Yeah, no shit.
So she offered that my buddy and I could watch them fuck, but that didn't change our mind at all.
This is insane.
She spent the next few months texting my girl a bunch of trying to fuck shit,
what?
And made my girl like really uncomfortable, and then we couldn't hang out as a group anymore.
Holy shit.
So I brought it up to my buddy, and he kind of laughed it off, but was clearly embarrassed and didn't really want to talk about it.
My wife's always trying to fuck people, man.
Man alive. Wow.
Oh, yeah, shucks. My wife's always trying to eat pussy.
Holy shit.
This is fucking awesome. Keep going, Eldest.
According to some other friends, she may have even tried this with some of their.
Oh, my God.
According to some other friends, she may have even tried this with some of their girls as well. Maybe not as direct as with mine. Neither of us are in open relationships or anything like that, so my buddy never seemed to grasp. She was crossing a boundary by trying again and again after getting rejected. I'd like to be friends with him again, and especially with the wedding coming up.
What?
So my question is, how do I approach restarting the friendship with him? And how do I invite them to our wedding with a clear boundary that she's not going to try to fuck my wife at our wedding? Yeah. Help me out, Stav. What can I do here?
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
This is fucking crazy.
Well, let me give you the answer that I think is the cleanest one.
Please.
Don't invite this guy to your wedding.
I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Deal. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's talking about making him a groomsman, not just an invite.
No.
This is crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I do think what's interesting about this.
Yeah, there's stuff to unpack for sure, but go ahead.
Like, I know what you were saying. Like, there is a fantasy element to this, where everyone's picturing a version of this that is probably the most porny
And
version.
don't get me wrong, I know this is not that. I'm absolutely joking.
Right.
The flip side of this is what's very interesting.
Right, yeah, right. And it's like, and I think the truth is like, that is, that is it's a crazy proposition. I think that you've handled it, this guy who called, really right.
Really well, yeah. Up until wanting to re-invite, up until asking him if he wants steak or fucking fish at your wedding.
No. Like, I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, this woman that he's involved with, she's, I don't know if she's got a problem, but there's something that she's doing.
I think she's got a problem, Paul.
Right.
I think if she's fucking trying to fuck everybody's girlfriend, she's clearly, and by the way, their relationship's wild because, yes, the joke I made about it being people's fantasy, now either his friend is that stupid where to him he's like, hell yeah, that's fucking cool. Or he's one of the most cucked individuals on earth. And either way, something's off with your boy.
But isn't it also like, when I hear that from him, that feels to me like, look, some people drink too much, some people do drugs. Like she's like she fucks her,
she fucks some chicks,
right? Like, and so like this is what he's got to deal with. He's like, like, yeah, man, she fucking texted your wife. I'm sorry. And, you know, and I feel like it is uncomfortable for him because it's like he's got to cover for his wife who is recklessly out there trying to like bone this guy's friends, and I imagine that you're not the only friend that has had this separation.
That's the other thing. You said she's tried it maybe with other people in your friend group. So not only you and your wife are going to be uncomfortable, but maybe other people, they're going to be like, oh, it's fucking Lisa who tried to fuck me.
Setting.
Absolutely the worst setting.
She will, just mark my words.
Yes.
She will not only wreck your wedding, she'll wreck the experience of everyone at that wedding. Because the one thing you can be sure of is at a wedding, shit gets sloppy and people make mistakes. It's like an office party. Do not invite this person.
Yes.
Don't worry about groomsmen. I didn't have a groomsman.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends, and I'm like, I don't know how to do a groomsman thing. Like, I don't know how to pick one of these. I don't have a brother. Yeah. So I was like, so I hired a Jack Nicholson impersonator to be my best man.
Great move.
And my wife had her grooms, like her
bridesmaids.
Her bridesmaids were her sisters. But I think like don't feel like you have to follow that
convention.
You don't have to stand up there with five guys. You know, even if you're like, I think that's like it's a weird thing. As I go, then with me with five bros, you can do fun shit. You can throw your own bachelor party. You can do whatever you want to do. But like, this is a mistake.
This is so crazy.
Mistake. And it's like, for what? And I know you want to be close to them again, but the wedding is not.
It ain't the wedding, brother.
As a matter of fact, it may be the worst possible moment to rekindle any relationship.
And it's not your fault. This guy, you know, speaking of guilt and going with this guy seems like he has weird guilt towards his friend of not putting him in the wedding. This is not your job. No. Can I tell you something? You know whose job it is to make up this relationship? It's your fucking friend and his crazy wife, dude. And like that's whose fucking job it is to heal this relationship. It ain't you.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. Now, the other version of this that you could do.
Yeah.
You rent another room out in the hotel.
Yeah.
You hire a few sex workers. Then you drop his wife in there.
You let her. Yep.
Yeah, and you tell those sex workers, you say, hey,
tucker this bitch out.
Yeah. Keep her occupied from 12 to 7, and then that's about.
No, you know, I actually love this. Here's okay. Actually, we have the solution. You don't put them in the room. You hire them to go into the party incognito, pretend to be somebody else's wife, give her some vibes. This is good. Have a couple undercover sex workers.
I think you need to do at least 3 because you got to cover like the night before dinner. Like you need to basically create like a 6 or at
we
least
need a couple.
3,
She's by
3 to 4 couples.
I say 2 chicks and 1 guy just to cover your bases. Yeah. Maybe she's feeling straight, straight philanderer that day.
But I'm trying to say like, oh, she meets somebody at the before dinner.
Well, they don't get to go to the rehearsal.
Oh, yeah, but you see, this is
they
tricky.
Just get the wedding info.
Oh,
okay?
No. You can't have a groomsman who gets to go to the rehearsal.
But I'm saying he's not going to be a groomsman. He lost. He lost.
Okay, all right,
they blew that at UFC 300.
Yeah.
Okay, when they saw Sean O'Malley knock that guy out and she tried to eat your wife's pussy afterwards, that's when he lost his groomsman privileges.
What's so crazy to me also about this, and this is the thing that we haven't talked about, but I also go, it seems as if this man who's calling, his wife is giving out no vibes. Yeah. Right? There would be a different situation. It's like, I'm a little bit nervous. Right. My wife is a little flirty with her. Right. And I feel like there's a thing, and I feel like I don't want it. And like
his wife would be fully straight for all we know.
His wife is, I'm grossed out by it, by just the relationship, and I'm not into it, and we're not in an open relationship.
Yeah, there's no good. Yeah. This is fucking insane to the point where I'm like, if he didn't sound so worried, I would say, is this fake?
Yeah.
But this sounds kind of real because of how like off-put this guy is.
Yeah, you're not just don't make this mistake.
Yeah,
this is a mistake. There's plenty of ways around it. Don't make it. You will. This is not regret it.
And by the way, okay. You're saying you want to repair the relationship. How about you hang out with your fucking friend, catch the vibes? Does he feel like he has anything to fucking apologize for? Is he said he brought it up and the guy laughed it off. This isn't your job, man. You did more than you should have unless he brings it up, maybe, I mean, we don't think you should invite this person to your wedding. And if it comes up, be like, that was really fucking weird. And this is a little bit of, there's a little homophobia here in that, what if a guy tried to fuck your wife or your fiance this much?
It would be fucking crazy.
You probably would have tried to beat this guy up. But because it's a woman, like, it's still fucking weird, dude. If it was like,
it's the same thing.
If it's your cousin, if it's like a girlfriend of yours and her husband tried to, and let's say even they weren't in an open relationship, but a guy tried to fuck your fiance, you would not have these people at your wedding. And I think you have to look at it the same way. And the groomsman thing, you're so right. Who gives? It's so weird when the wife has like clearly more friends, and it's just like some guy makes the cut who you don't even fucking talk to.
Why are you doing that? Like,
it can be unbalanced. Who gives a fuck? She can have 5, you can have 3.
Or have no.
Put a dog in a tux. Everybody loves that.
I will tell you, no one's gonna look up there that you're wedding. Like, I know you don't have a bunch of friends, but no one's gonna look up there and be like, "Oh, this guy has no friends." They're just gonna think you made a choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
You made a choice. It's actually a stronger choice. I also think if you hang out with you want to repair this relationship. Guys only trips. Like, that's it. Like, you drive me again. We talked about this idea. Draw the fucking line.
Absolutely.
And don't bring it up unless he brings it up, because it's not
your job.
It's not going to go.
Yeah. Hilarious stuff. I mean, this is fucking crazy. Wow. Tries to fuck your wife.
At UFC.
At UFC. That is the type of woman to try and bulldoze.
I'm getting it. I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures of everybody.
I do. I really do.